Waitiki again, we sat down with the local leadership, we sat down with the owner of the land, and we found a solution. A legal solution, and a solution that was a win-win for all the parties concerned. That has been my principle, that has been my belief, and even now, even in politics, like I say, it is not about who, but it is about whether our country win, whether our people win. And if we win, then we should all be happy. And that cannot happen if people can't engage, if we cannot open our doors and open our arms. And that is all I've done. And I will continue to do so, because I believe any responsible leader would like to leave a country better than he or she found it. And that is my intention.
Talking about opening your arms and thereafter even bringing together all the other opposition leaders, we've seen you meet them in Mombasa and here at State House Nairobi, and there's always been this feeling like you're trying to manage your succession at the exclusion of your deputy. Would that be the case?
For what reason? If he were to embrace this process that we were, the only reason because he's been how you don't call somebody who is against what you're trying to do. He has been opposed to it. For what reason, I don't know, but he has been opposed to it. Those meetings have not been about selecting a candidate. It's by saying, what is it that we agree? Do we agree on this? How do we birth this baby, yeah, that we are all believing in, right? Nobody wants to leave anybody out, because at the end of the day, like I'm saying, if we can actually come together and find people of common mind who want to push a particular agenda, then you have to do it, right? But you can't bring on board who is opposed and literally doesn't want to see it happen. And I fail to understand, because you've been part of the process. It would have been wonderful had we all walked together as Kenyans, right? That's what we did even when we went to Bomas. Didn't we all say, let us come together, right? But then all of a sudden people are, we don't want it, we don't want it, we don't want it, we don't want it. So, you can't force somebody something that somebody doesn't want down their throat. That's also not democratic. Yeah, you have to allow democracy to prevail, right? And like I'm saying, even on this issue, democracy is what will prevail. People will decide for themselves which way they wish to go. I will never, never, never regret anything I told you. Anything that brings peace and solutions, I will always be there. And I will do it again and again. And I will reach out even to more, right? Because for me, like I said, it is about not this political cycle. It is about that Kenya that will be there long after all of us are nowhere in positions of influence. And I want to be remembered that at least, I may not succeed, but at least I try to do something. And I try to do the right thing at the right time.
It's clear that the economy is becoming a big point of conversation.